Good evening. It's been forever since I recorded a podcast. Today is Wednesday, September 4th, 2013. By request, I am going to do a very quick, I like quick. I'm going to try to do this under 5 minutes or maybe under 10 minutes. Now I'm rambling. I'm going to do a quick sort of personal branding online, social media, um, tips. For those of you that don't know, before I was the founder and CEO of Curlbox, I was a PR person with a specialty online, believe it or not. So almost 10 years ago, when doing pitching for magazines and television was the big to do, I got stuck online, which at the time wasn't the best job, but looks like it ended up being the best job for me. So if that's not a lesson in just loving where you are or accepting where you are and becoming the best at exactly where you are. So these are a few of my tips. I have 5 of them to kind of boost your personal brand online. So the number one thing that I would say is that you have to have a uniform. You have to have your thing. Um, every time I'm like scrolling Instagram, I should be able to look at the picture or I should be able to, read a tweet and not have to look at the name. You should be consistent in the way that you communicate, the style, the tone, so that people kind of know what your thing is. So maybe it's your hairstyle, maybe it's the way that you dress. So one of the things that I'm kind of known for is that I'm the queen of the printed pants. I love printed pants. So I always try to make sure that when I wear my printed pants, I post a picture so that people know that that's kind of my thing. Um, I'm also probably known for some of like the positivity, the quotes, my taught you, like picking something that's very you, that you can do consistently, maybe not every day, but like something that is always you. Is it a particular filter that you use? Is it a particular style of photo? And one of the things that kind of annoys me that people do that I just don't understand is that people are following you to get to know you. So they're on your Instagram because they want to see pictures of you. So people who are like, they don't think it's cool to show pictures of themselves or to take selfies. How is anybody going to get to know you? People want to see you. They're not on your Instagram to see someone else. They're there to see you. So show them you. So that takes me to the second place that I really kind of love is called, I say, self promote. Um, Tell me what you're working on. Tell us what you're working on. What makes you special? What makes you special? How am I going to know what makes you special if you don't tell me? Like, I can't go to your mom's Facebook page to find out what made you awesome. I can't go to your boss's, this. You have to share your awards. You have to share the things that you do. I know that that makes people uncomfortable sometimes, but there's no other way for anybody to find out how phenomenal you are if you don't share that. And if you kind of get concerned with people are going to think that I'm this or that, you have to already know that people are going to think that anyway. So be prepared for that. Know that whether you do things on a level 1 or you do things on a level 10, somebody's not going to like you. They're not going to like the way you do it. But who cares? How else is the information going to get out? Number 3, don't hate unless you're getting paid to do so. So everybody knows you're not gonna like everything. Everybody knows that there's certain things in life that you don't like. But you just look a lot cooler and a lot fresher when you can keep it positive. I think that being critical or judgmental or negative is really the easy thing to do. It's easier to sit around and criticize or poke fun at than it is to actually create something. So I'm not saying that I'm not above criticisms there are things that I don't like and there haven't been times when I posted something. But every time, I mean, trust me, sometimes I sit there and when I want to criticize something, I always say to myself, like, well, what have I done better? Or what have I done constructively about this before I just fire off, an empty comment, which I am guilty of, but I attempt to be more cognizant of that. Number 4 is two-part: open up and lighten up. It's okay for you to show people some of your quirkier sides. It's okay for you to not be so serious all the time. I remember that I was speaking on a panel this earlier this year, and I met this girl, and we were talking about this particular topic, and she was just like, I'm just really concerned about being overexposed. I don't want to do too much, and so as an exercise, I asked her to give me her social media statistics. Give me your handles. I pull up her handles. She has like 17 friends. How are you going to be overexposed to 17 people? You're not. Like, I really need some people to kind of calm down with some of that and just lighten up a little bit. Unless you're just showing pictures of like your boobs and butt crack, like, I don't really think there's anything kind of off limits in terms of what you show. So my assumption is that everybody will have some sort of, decorum, but it's okay for you to show things, um, and not be concerned. Sometimes when I'm sitting there and I'm like, should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? When I start doing that, I just do it because I know that if I'm thinking about it or I'm nervous about it or I'm concerned people won't like it, I just do it. And then if I still feel comfortable after I've had it up for like, a minute or two, or no, if I still am uncomfortable after I've had it up for like a minute or two, I take it down. But just hit publish, go for it, and it gets too crazy, take it down. Now, mind you, once you hit something, you hit publish, it's like it's out there. But you know what? America is a forgiving society, and we all make mistakes. And I think that you end up winning more people when you show them your most human side. The fifth thing that I would say is share your knowledge or expertise. Um, what are you good at? Kind of expose your people, your followers to what you know. So if you're really, you're a fitness buff, break everybody in on some of those fitness tips. You cook really well, share those things with us. Share the things with us that you are absolutely amazing at, because there's a saying, tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. People very curious, they want to learn, and when you teach, people will remember you. So online branding is all about being remembered. So those are my 5 tips for online branding. So 101. There's plenty more that we could talk about, but this is a great place to start. Good night.